right, let's see here. There we go. Okay, perfect. Great. So people are still rolling in, but I want to make sure we get the most of our time here today. So thanks for being on time. Much appreciated. Before I jump in, what I want to know here is what is your favorite feature about Follow Up today? Just wanted to get some context as we introduce some of the new features that we've been rolling out over the past few months, so you can see a first-hand view of what we got. What's your favorite thing about Follow Up right now? Post that in the chat there. The ability to follow up. Yep, that's that's our name. What else? What else? Right, your activities in one spot, the analytics. Yeah, I totally see that. Tracking everything. Yep, I see that. Totally. Okay, great. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna run through some features. I like to run things very interactive. So guys, if you have any questions, if you have something that you specifically want me to address about these features, or maybe a feature that you want to learn more about, just let me know. I'd be happy to dive in deeper to that. So just let me know if there's any questions you have along the way here. Hey, Ronnie, how's it going? Glad to have you here. So I'm going to hop right in. What we're going to do today is we're going to walk through about 10 of the top new features that we've rolled out just in 2020. The first thing I'm going to show you guys here, I'm going to log into one of our client system here, Best Roofing. The first thing, I think the most well-received new feature that we've rolled out recently is this global search feature. And what I mean by that is right here, this new search bar. This is a very, it seems simple, but behind the scenes, this took us a long time to build because you can search for almost anything that you would want to find within the system. So the reason why we built this is because we tracked that it took 7 clicks to find a job within Follow Up, right? So if I wanted to find a job before, I would have to click on File Data. I would have to then click on Advanced Search and put in the relevant information, click Apply, and all of that would just take time to find stuff. But when a client gives you a call, you want to be able to pull up a job instantly. So when we learned that about how you're currently using the system, we built the global search. And the nice thing about that is you can have the global search from any page within Follow Up. So if I have a client that's reaching out and calling me, I can just put their name in here, Joe, and all my Joes in the systems pop up. So here you can see one here, and I'm just gonna, there you go. As you type, it starts to fill in the different areas of what you're searching for. And as you can see, those are my the contacts there, but you can see there's 3 types of job content files that you can look up. Here you can see a job type, which is the file data. Here you can see a document or a contact or a company. I'm sorry, there's 4 of them. But let's look up something here called, the Hard Rock. Here's a job, right? So all the Hard Rock jobs are right there. So I was looking for Hard Rock Banquet Hall. I can just click on that and it instantly takes me to that file. Now, the nice thing about the global search is that it obeys all your current security measurements, depending on how you give out the security at your company. So if you as a staff user only have access to your own files, then you can only search for your files. If you as a manager have access to all the company's files, then you have access to everything. So this is a really nice feature to shave a lot of time off of your day, instantly find jobs quickly, and take you where you need to go. So if you have any questions around there, you can post in the chat. Happy to answer any of that. But it's a really great feature, getting really good feedback on that now. The next feature I want to mention here that is a really nice feature that I believe is underutilized here today is our chat feature built in. I don't mean support chat. This is our support chat right here. And you can chat with us at any time, but really the chat that I'm talking about is the company chat. Right here, you see this bell notification area. This is where you can see if someone is chatting with you within your organization. You can see that right built in there. So how does it all work together? All right, let's pretend here I'm Greg Wallach and I'm checking in on this job, and I'm coming in here. I wanted to check in on this job. So all I have to do is come here and press the @ symbol and say, hey, Casey, who is the sales manager at the company, what is going on with this project? Is it closed yet? As soon as I save this comment, obviously I'm not going to do that right now, but if I were to do that, Casey Fletcher, the sales manager, would receive an email notification saying that Greg Wallach mentioned him on this job file. Not only that, it would turn this bell notification orange, notifying Casey, hey, Greg has mentioned me on the job and would like an update. So it would give you this button to go to the project, right? So you can see all the different notifications that we have in this area. A lot of you might have this bell notification orange right now. So I definitely would encourage you to take a look what you have going on there and go to the project, see the most recent updates of your projects to see what's going on. As you can see, I just did there. So what would happen in that situation is Casey gets notified that Greg wants an update on this job, and he can update the job accordingly. And then he can message Greg right back and say, project updated, we're closing it next week, right? So that's a really good way to keep tabs on what's going on and message people directly within the system. So that's an exciting new feature that we've rolled out. It really helps with internal communication, so you don't have to send another email, you don't have to make another phone call. It's all in one spot, and you can get the updates you need quick and fast. So that's a little bit about the chat feature there. The next thing I want to show us a little bit, well, I just want to pause. Do we have any questions about that? Post it in the chat if you have any questions about global search or the chat feature. I see we do have a question. Where did you click to open the chat? Right here on the notification area, you will be notified that you have been mentioned on a project, right? So that's where you will see that, and in an email. To open the, to notify somebody right here, you have the plus sign to put a comment on the project. And this is where you can mention somebody within the notes area of the project. Did I answer your question there? Perfect. All right. Let me know if I can provide any clarity. Sometimes when I know these features so well, I can move too fast, and I want to make sure you understand it because it's really exciting, really great features that we have in there. Okay. Now, the next thing that we have here, I want to group these two together. We have two new integrations that we have. This would be specific to the roofing industry only. So if you're not in the roofing industry and are interested in us integrating with other softwares that you're already using, please reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation about that. But this company, Best Roofing, requested an integration and two integrations actually. And we call them The Edge and FCS. So Followup tracks your clients, your bids, your opportunities, your sales, right? But what happens when you close the deal? That is where FCS and The Edge comes in. So FCS is a service operations platform that helps you manage your materials, your costs, your crews, your invoicing, things like that on the operations side. So when the contract is closed, you can sync this job into FCS and pick up on the operations part without having to do any double entry. So integrations are very powerful if that's something that you're interested in looking at your company. Now the edge integration, what this is, it's not an operations part, but they're an estimating tool, a really well-known, popular estimating tool that can help you build. The edge actually works with many different industries in specialties within the construction industry. I know clients that are HVAC, that are remodeling, that are kitchen and bath, that are roofing, all using the edge. And this is more of a design platform where you can do the scope of work of how much labor will it cost to put on a new roof or put in a new bathroom or whatever it is. You can click new bid the edge. It will push this information into the edge where your estimators and designers can create that project within the edge system. Once that is designed and created, you can pull that information back into Followup right here into your edge module and proceed from there. So those are a little bit about the two integrations that we have rolled out. We have clients utilizing them. They're loving it. It's streamlining their processes, making data entry only at one spot, and then we can talk back and forth. If you have any questions around that, please post in the chat. Love to dive deeper if you have any questions. So the next thing we have here is a feature that I really like. We call it the sales status view. Now, if you come and click on your dashboard, the sales status view is the place where you can see a breakdown of your pipeline. So we all know the sales behaviors, right? These are the activities that are pushing your contracts to the next step in the process, right? Whether it's a client meeting, a takeoff, or an estimate, what you're doing here is pushing these through the activities. But now these are the statuses of those jobs, right? And if you recognize these statuses right here, for you at your company, I would actually encourage everybody on the call here today to open up Followup and run through these features with me, and you can try it out along the way. But you will find all your sales statuses right here and the jobs within. So just to make the full connection, if I come back to our homepage, our pipeline graph on the homepage are your sales statuses. So you can see we have hot, warm, contracts to be signed, all of them here, and they might be different at your company, but that is now on the dashboard in a list type of view. So for example, let's say, I am Casey Fletcher here. I'm pulling up my own dashboard, and I'm saying, okay, I want to see all of the jobs that are contracts to be signed in the next 30 days right here that are in the blue category on the homepage. I can click on that, and there's a list of all my jobs that are in that category. So I can follow up with these first, right? That's typically how this area is going to be used. So you can see the number of jobs, you can see the status, and then you can see the value that is. This is a sum of all the base bid amounts that we have right in there. You could also check that out for the hot jobs, et cetera, right? So it's a really nice different view of your pipeline so that you can manage your opportunities effectively. I know a lot of clients, they just wanted a nice list of all your hot jobs and run down these really quick and follow up with all these. Now you can with the sales status view. Oh, I see we have a question here. When using the Edge integration, would you initiate the project file in Followup, or does it matter if it comes from the Edge first? Yes, you would initiate it within Followup first. And the reason why is you're not going to want to put every job into the Edge, right? Maybe you have an opportunity that you do a takeoff for, that you're collecting all the information you need, but then you realize, hey, we don't want to do that, right? Then you would not push it into the Edge, right? So it's at the point where the estimate makes the most sense to be completed is where you would initiate the job into the Edge. So let me just open up this project here so you can see what I mean. So right here, number 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth and fifth activity that Best Roofing tracks are the ones where the estimator, as you can see right here, is responsible for. So on the fourth activity, that is when they push the opportunity to the edge. Does that make sense? If I answered your question correctly, let me know. Okay, perfect. Thank you for the feedback. So we talked about the integrations. We talked about the sales status view. The next thing I want to show you guys here is our custom closing ratio. This is a new feature, maybe not a lot of people really know about. It's on the homepage. And what this allows you to do is get a closing ratio number for a particular time frame, right? So right now on your homepage, you have your closing ratio based on what we call is a rolling year. And so you can see the time frame is 8/28/2019 through 8/28/2020 today, right? So tomorrow this is going to turn to 29 and 29, so it gives you an accurate closing ratio for the past year. But sometimes I want to see what I did last quarter or what I did 2 quarters ago or whatever it is, right? What this allows you to do is actually open up your closing ratio graph and then adjust the closing ratio to whatever time frame that you want to see within your company or within you as an individual. So it's a really nice feature. So you can say, okay, last quarter I did a closing ratio of I don't know, 50% or whatever the number was here for the last 30, 60, 90 days, right? So as you can see here is the trailing 365 days, but maybe I want to do, I don't know, let's try last quarter. Let's see what we get. So now the system, as soon as I click apply, is taking all of last quarter and saying, what jobs did we win? What jobs did we lose? And that could be a lot of different opportunities depending if you're doing, new construction, service or whatever it is. And then it updates right here and you can see last quarter, they had a 31% closing ratio. So it allows you to get accurate, up-to-date information so you can really adjust your closing percentages and making sure you're making the most of every opportunity. Next, we're going to dive into a feature that's really important that we just built out, and we're calling it custom file storage. This is a great feature where if you've ever used anything like Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Drive, Box, all of these companies, they are really large companies that you can store your documents, photos, whatever you want into their cloud. Well, now Followup has a feature that you can do the same thing. So to show you under the hood of the system, if I come here to the company settings, this is not available for everybody yet. So if you don't have this feature and it's something that you might be interested in, please reach out. We'd be happy to work with you on that. In the file folders administrative section, you have what we call as a file folder structure. Now, this file folder structure is duplicated in every new job that you initiate and create within Followup. So, for example, let's say every job that I open up in Followup, I want to have a photos file. I'm going to put that right in there, and it's going to create a photos file. Then I want my contracts file, or actually let's go drawings first, right? Then I want to do my contracts, contracts and permits. So now my team can go into these folders and say, all right, I want all my photos or all my contracts and permits in one place and neatly organized so that it's accessible, right? So now that we have set that up, if we come in and create a new job or come into our file, any file here, you can see the document storage button. Right now, in this particular job that I opened, there's no jobs associated with this. But if I open up, you'll see that file folder structure right here, ready to be used, and you can still drag and drop. So, a lot of these jobs that you might be working on might have 10, 20 photos. So you can come here, drag all 20 photos, make sure everything is good and in one spot, so you have that historical information in the future. Or just to pass it off to somebody else within the company. Let me know if you have any questions about that feature. It's a really big feature. Clients are really liking it, and finally having one spot for everything instead of storing it maybe on your servers and then you can't find it when you get home, or really helping people work out of one place. So if you have any questions, post that in the chat. All right, the next thing we have here is the proposal generator. This is a big feature that we've just released. This feature is in beta right now. Oh, I see we have a question here. Is there a storage limit we should know about? Currently, for the year 2020, we have no storage limit. We are planning on putting a limit into it in 2021. However, our current clients will be grandfathered into unlimited storage if you are on our team plan. So if you are or are not, just let me know. We can have a conversation about that. But after 2020, we will be charging a certain amount, nothing crazy, maybe like $100 or $200 a month for a terabyte of data, which is a lot of data. So I don't think we have any companies that are even hitting 1 terabyte right now. So let me know and we can have a conversation about that. The proposal generator, this is a big feature. This is a big feature. This is only available for some of our larger plans, but let's say you're ready to send a proposal or a contract out to a company. And what you'll have this button up here that says create or generate proposal. Now, a lot of these features may or may not be turned on within your follow-up system right now. And if you want it like turned on, you have to let me know and we can have a conversation about that. But the proposal generator is one of those buttons here. Here, you can see the contact that we're creating. I'm going to do a sample proposal so you can see, kind of what that looks like. And I'll put this over here. And the nice thing about this is you can drag and drop images. Actually, I'm just going to pull up this proposal that I've created before. So you can see a full-fledged proposal. You can see that search feature is really nice there. I'm going to go to the iVanx job and I'm going to open up the proposal that we have here. Okay, so first thing we have is the cover page. The cover page, as you can see a preview right here, we have a company header, a company footer, and then a photo of the building. You have the project name. All this information is automatically entered, so you don't have to do anything but drag and drop the photo. It's really nice, really easy. Just to show you here on the sections, we have customizable sections. We did our best job to try to take your current proposal, put it into the system so that it looks and feels like the one that you currently have today. So for Best Roofing, this is kind of what theirs look like. The next page they have is something called an introduction page, or almost like an opening letter. So you can see we have that in there for them. The next page here, this is a unique page. We call it the inspection section. This is where you're talking about the current conditions of the property or of the house, or maybe the damage or the before and after. A lot of people use this in a lot of different ways. So you can see I drag this image right here, and then you can put some notes in for the client right there. Next page here is a terms and conditions page. You can just put any kind of text you have in there. These are more terms and conditions that they have throughout. And once you're ready, they have a lot of terms and conditions actually, as you can see here as I click through. But once you're ready to send the proposal out, you can review the proposal. Click on that button and it generates a preview for you. And we'll put that up right here and it looks something like this. Right? And as you can see, this was very customized to Best Roofing. So if this is something you're interested in, I would love to hop on a call with you and take a look at your proposal, how you're doing them today. Everybody does them a little bit differently. I call our proposals almost like the clothes that our companies wearing, because everybody likes to have it their way. They have their own unique style, things like that. So you can see, how Best Roofing does their proposals right there. Once you confirm, looks good to go, you can send for signing via email. They'll get an email saying ready to go. They can digitally sign it and you get a notification email saying contract was signed. So that's a big feature. I'm just going to skim the surface on that. We can go a lot deeper if that's something that you're interested on a phone call. If you have any questions in the chat, let me know. I'd be happy to chat about that here in the future. Alrighty. So we are here coming up on another major feature release that we have. What we've been talking about is really around the sales and estimating portion and processes within your business, but we're really starting to promote and talk with our clients about project management. And so project management is the other side of the coin. And if you think about Followup CRM, it's an umbrella over sales and project management. And we've been really focusing on sales here. But now we're ready to talk through project management. And you can see here, I'm going to go into project management mode, which is another product that we have. And this allows you to do exactly that, manage your projects after they're sold into the different phases of your project. We're looking at a scheduling tool that we have right here. I'm going to come here and take a look at these different projects. This scheduling tool is customized, so we could talk through of what it could look like for you, but you can see for this company, all their active projects out there, the different stages of the project, when it's starting, when it's ending, who's the crew leader, who's the project manager, a lot of things like that. So you can see a view of what's going on with the projects. You can drag and drop, a lot of nice things here. If you're not using this today, let's have a chat about that. A lot of people might be managing their projects on spreadsheets or Excel or Microsoft Project or something like that. This is very similar to Microsoft Project, but built into the Followup system, built into the Followup way of life. So here, I'm going to click on a project and it's going to take me to the project file. You might recognize it. It looks very much like the sales file, but with a project management twist on it. So all the project information is the same, it's taken right from the sales file. Right here in the center are your drop downs that are project management related. So you can see the project stage, the duration of the project, the production start date, end date, the project manager, things like that. All the different data fields that you would want to track about the project. And then here are your, we call them, instead of sales activities, project management behaviors, right? So every project, you have a couple of phases: pre-construction, production, and closeout. And under each of these phases, you have a list of activities that need to get done for each kind of project. So you can see this project that is a re-roof for Best Roofing, this is the checklist that needs to get done for that project, right? And then you can see Liz Boleen is the person responsible for that activity. So as you are assigning these activities, these users to the role, they're automatically populated, and these activities due dates are notifying the user. So last year on 4/23/2019, Liz Boleen was notified that the go email to ops was due for this project. So it allows you to effectively and efficiently move projects from pre-construction through to production, and then to close out the job so that you guys could get paid and move jobs through your process and service your clients really well. So that's a little bit about the project management side of the system. Super excited about this, rolling it out. We're getting really nice reviews, and people are getting organized and rolling it out pretty quickly. So want to hit pause, see what questions that you might have. Please post them in the chat, and we'll take it from there. Great. Well, it doesn't seem like there's any questions, but if you're interested in any of these new features or diving deeper into some more of these features, please reach out to me. However, you can chat with us and we can hop on a call. We're available to you anytime for training, for whatever you guys need. If you ever have somebody that's new to the organization, you want to train up, let us know. Happy to hop on a call. We're here to serve you guys. I see a question here. Is there a charge for setting up our proposal forms? No, there isn't a charge. The proposal generator is for our professional plan. So we provide the service for free to set up your proposal. We like to do the heavy lifting for you, but you have to be on the right plan to get access to the proposal generator. The nice thing about the proposal generator, we do not charge on the number of signatures like other companies do. So like, for example, you might be charged, $10 a proposal or something like that. We don't do that. We just do a flat rate across the board, right? So you can send as many proposals as you want to send out. We don't believe in penalizing for, bidding work. That doesn't make any sense. But like companies like DocuSign, they charge you per document you send. We didn't like how they did that there. So we're trying to, change the way things are done. Well, again, if you guys have any questions, please reach out. We'd love to chat some more. And let me know if you have any questions. Love to hop in a call and dive in deeper. You guys have a good day. Have a good weekend.